Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We are at round 2 finally, and it is going to be NBA versus celebrities. So we got NBA versus celebrities. It's going to be a great matchup. We got 4 of these as we are in the Elite 8 officially. And I tried to bring back everybody that was on the previous 2. So I hope I got everybody. If I don't, I'm not going to count it against myself. If I replace one person for another, it's not a big deal, but I don't think I did because I didn't have to download anybody. They were all on the same account. So I think we're good here. But it is NBA versus celebrities. And we are starting off with one of the greatest rock stars, Gene Simmons. And I know we had a team for rap, so I didn't put them down as celebrities. And the same thing goes for sports like NBA, NFL. I didn't consider them celebrities, even though people would. These are mainly actors or famous people or rock stars. So none of them are going to be rappers or athletes. Well, or rappers, football, or basketball. There is actually an athlete in here. And number 2 is Jason Momoa. Coming in at number 2 here. So this is definitely going to be interesting. So Team Celebrities is not starting off well. If you got, who knows what's going to happen? You never know with the count. And look at Momoa going after Gene Simmons. And can we get an early elimination here? And number 3 is Devin Booker. Devin Booker coming in at number 3. So we're finally getting some NBA. I've seen worse situations. I've seen like the first 6 come out on the same team. That's a nightmare that you do not want to have happen to your team. Hopefully we'll get a good fight here though. And number 4 is Kawhi. Kawhi Leonard at number 4 from the... Well, I don't know what team he's on now. All these teams aren't going to be the current team. I don't know if he still plays for the Raptors or not. Or the Clippers, or what jersey's that? Maybe the Sixers? I don't know. I don't recognize... I don't watch a lot of NBA, so some of these jerseys I don't recognize. And number 5 is Ryan Gosling at number 5. And what an RKO on Jason. And Kawhi is the first one eliminated. Gene Simmons gets him. So Gene Simmons with the first elimination. Number 6 is Gordon Ramsay, and there goes Momoa. So Momoa has been eliminated. Gordon Ramsay at number 6 from Hell's Kitchen. Of course, we do have some reality stars as well. And number 7 is Mike Tyson. So I did say there was going to be an athlete, even though he has become more of a podcaster and somebody that gets interviewed a lot. He still boxes a little bit, but he doesn't box like he used to. In my opinion, he is the greatest. That's my opinion. Some would say Ali's the greatest. There's a lot of people there's certain athletes that I like and certain ones that I'm not a big Ali fan at all. I don't like his style. I like Tyson's style. Just so aggressive, it's unreal. That's the type of boxing stuff. Like even Mayweather, I do like Mayweather. But his style is even kind of boring. It's more of, I think, a defensive style, if I'm not mistaken. And Gene is out. So Gene has been eliminated. And look at Ryan and Gordon attacking Mike. And LeBron's done. I didn't even see him come in. And Russell Westbrook is number 9. And Devin versus Tyson here. And ooh, Tyson almost decapitated him. Oh my goodness, what a clothesline. He almost knocked his head off. Poor guy. Man, Tyson does not play around in these rumbles. He literally almost, I've never seen a clothesline like that. That's crazy. I don't know what move, who has that move as a reversal. And Tom Cruise is number 10. So number 10 coming in is Tom Cruise. He had a big movie this year. Top Gun 2 was just, it's so great. And I didn't like the first one. The first one's okay. But this one just blew it out of the water, and I know it did have time on its side, so it's technically not a fair comparison because of the effects and even the jets are even fancier than they were. But I also liked it as a story better. And Giannis is number 11. And if you want me to pronounce that last name, give me $50. Then I'll do it. Until then, I'm not pronouncing that last name. And Giannis eliminates Tyson. Because there is no way that it's ever going to be possible. I know people that are English experts that can't even say that last name. And number 12 is Stephen Curry. And Russell Westbrook. Oh, Devin Booker steals his elimination. That's nice. That's nice and sweet. Stealing people's eliminations. And now they are, looks like they, well, no, Russell went over there. I was thinking, and Shaq is number 13. So the NBA, they definitely have some, they have centers, they have power forwards. They're bigger guys. So I feel like their team does have an advantage on most fights, but this is a team that defeated Horror. They defeated Horror. So not even Jason phased it. So they're definitely a team that has a very good chance of winning it all. But just because you have a couple really big guys on your team doesn't mean you're going to win. There's been times where they haven't won. You had a whole team of big people, but the more tall and large people you have, the more likely you are to win. And speaking of tall, how about Yao Ming at number 14? Probably the tallest one. I never thought he's actually 7'6". That's what I've been told. I didn't even think that was possible. I never knew that it was even possible that you could be 7'6". And I was watching an interview the other day with Shaq, and he said he didn't like being called a celebrity. So here you go, Shaq. You're not in this instance. You are on the athletes team. And Yao Ming going after Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay didn't like his cooking. Well, yeah, there you go. There you go, Gordon. And number 15 is Morgan Freeman, so we are halfway through this thing. And look at Tom Cruise with the headbutts on Yao Ming. Look at Devin Booker into days on Shaq. And now you're getting a little bit more of NBA guys coming in, so it's been about even now. Nicolas Cage at number 16. And of course I gave Morgan Freeman Rey Mysterio moves. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? You gotta make it epic. And Devin Booker, oh man, knocks Tom Cruise out of the Rumble. And number 17 is Michael Jordan. Look at Yao Ming. Look at Cage. Oh my goodness. Nicolas Cage flying around in circles. I love that move. It's one of my favorite moves to watch. Especially when you get someone, I mean, Nicolas Cage isn't near as tall as Yao Ming, but when Yao Ming does that to somebody like that's a cruiserweight, it's even more funny. Devin Booker going to try to throw Yao Ming out of here. And number 18 is Conan from the Conan O'Brien show. I like when he does video games. I'm not a big fan of him, but I do like when he does video games. And I do like a couple interactions he's had with his guests. When it comes to late night TV, Yao Ming has been eliminated. Devin Booker with the elimination. When it comes to late night, I always thought Fallon was the best, but the worst one is Colbert. He is the absolute worst late night show of all time. And yeah, I just cannot, I do not find him funny or anything. And I think his show's really boring as well, but you know, Jimmy Fallon's good, Jimmy Kimmel's he's alright. And Jay Leno was the best back in the day. I was never a Letterman fan either. So. And then they had Craig Ferguson on. That was, oh my god, that show was weird. That was a weird show. If you stayed up to watch that, you were weird. I loved it though. It was fun. But his stand-up, usually, you know, in the beginning of their stand-up, it's always about, you know, it's always about the current events for most of the late night people, Craig Ferguson would talk about stuff that had nothing to do with the current event. It was so weird. And then he would bring on like actors and actresses that like weren't in any movies currently. Like, it didn't make any sense. And then he had a dancing horse and a robot that talked to him. It was like the show was so low budget or something. I think that was part of the joke of the show. But Morgan Freeman's been eliminated. He would always like bring people on I've never even heard of. It's like, but he was funny. I thought he was hilarious. But not to get too much into late night talk shows. I haven't watched any in years though. But Fallon was my favorite last time I checked. I probably haven't seen any since I was probably at least 5 years. I haven't watched a late night show in a while. But I need to, especially Fallon, because I think Fallon's really funny. And we got Ja Morant. The NBA guys, they are all over the place. And look at Shaq here. He's about to Superman punch somebody. Steph Curry, please. I'm not a Warriors fan. Of course, we get to miss it. It looks like Ja Morant got in the way. Pete Davidson's here. And Nicolas Cage has been eliminated. Michael Jordan, eliminated there by Devin Booker. Devin Booker's been in here for a while. I think since number 3. 3 or 4. If I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to think, yeah, because he came in before Kawhi. Kawhi got eliminated first. I wonder how far we are. I haven't kept track of the numbers. I was talking about late night talk shows. And number 21 is Johnny Depp, so we are at 21, so he survived 18. 18 entries. Of course, Johnny Depp is here. He had one of the greatest trials of 2022. So entertaining. Oh, there's so many great moments in that. My favorite would have to be the doctor that had no idea what he was talking about. That would be my favorite moment of that trial. Especially when he asked the lawyer, "Is Marlon Brando dead?" And Johnny Depp looks down at his table like, "Oh my goodness." It's like, yeah, I think he's been gone for quite some time. It's like, really? You're gonna sit here and testify against an actor and how actors think how actors' behaviors are, and you don't even know anything about Marlon Brando? It's like, come on. So many great moments. And I love when Johnny and his lawyers are just laughing. And there goes Devin Booker. And there goes Pete Davidson. Elon Musk is in the house. I wish he would have bought Twitter. I wanted him to buy it and delete it. That would have been the greatest thing ever. If I ever buy it, I want you all to know, if I ever somehow get his money, which is very unlikely, Shaq's been eliminated. If I ever get his money, I am going to buy it, and I am going to delete it and put a picture of my face on the home screen of Twitter. And then when you all go to rant and rave or argue on there, you're not going to be able to. You're just going to see my face on there, smiling at you. If I ever get that money, you better pray I don't if you love Twitter. I don't like that site, and I can't stand TikTok either. So yeah. Trae Young is number 23. So Trae Young coming in at 23. I don't know some of these new guys like Trae Young and Ja Morant. I do not know them. I've never watched them play. I've seen Trae Young play like in a highlight reel. I've never seen Ja play. I've unfortunately watched Steph Curry. I'm not a Warriors fan, so every year the Warriors are in the finals, I boycott the NBA because I'm sick of it. Because it's a super team. It's basically a super team built to stop LeBron. That is what I'm convinced. And what in the world? The heck? Devin Booker's in here twice? How? Oh my goodness. What in the world? How is that even possible? I don't even have two of them downloaded. I think we got all the actors. I could have downloaded them twice, and we have two Devin Bookers. I don't know. And Dr. Phil is number 25. Wow. Unless I'm mistaken someone, I don't know. I probably forgot an NBA guy and put Devin Booker in there. I don't know how I had two Devin Bookers there. And Bradley Cooper's 26. So looking at it, I am pretty sure I got the count correct. But Devin Booker got in here twice. Oh my goodness, look at Trae Young. I think Devin Booker got in twice, and somebody on the NBA got left out. That's my guess. Looking at who all I put on here, and the only explanation is I may have chosen him on the menu screen. It's hard to explain. I'm not going to even explain it. But Devin Booker's a cheater. That's what he is. And he should be ashamed of himself for entering the Rumble twice. We get it that you're mad, that you lasted a while and then you got thrown out. But there is no excuse for this, Devin. No excuse. And so that I'm going to just say you cheated. That's what I'm going to say, but it looks like it didn't change the numbers, which is weird. So, unless I see something else funny, and Tim Duncan is number 28, and if you're seeing this, obviously, then it didn't matter. That is just strange. Devin Booker coming in and twice. Well, we had a one the other day. I was on Twitch. I did a horror rumble, and we had Drew Gulak come in. The only thing horrifying is watching him wrestle. But that was every once in a while I slip up and they sneak themselves in here. But the way I see it is, it may have replaced another NBA guy, which I don't know who it is, because I've seen Jordan in here, I've seen LeBron, and maybe it's somebody I'm not as familiar with that I'm not going to notice. I don't have Kobe. I actually do not have that character. Devin Booker trying to eliminate Tim Duncan, and he does. So either Devin Booker has a twin that plays NBA by the name of Devin Booker, or he's a cheater. And my guess is it's number 2. The only way I can think is when you go to the main screen, I chose him because in alphabetical order, I think he was the first person I saw, or the first NBA guy I saw, or whatever. And then maybe he counted that one and then himself again. I do not have 2 of him. I know I don't have 2 of him, so that's impossible. Something's weird. Vin Diesel's here, by the way. And also, please no more Fast and Furious. I'm sick of it. You know, we're going to have number 10 soon, so please, there's no use for 11. And there goes Ja Morant. So Luka has eliminated him, and Zion is number 30. And yeah, I think all the numbers match up. I think we have 15 celebrities and 15 NBA guys. I just think one person from the NBA is missing, and it's probably someone that's not as on my radar, that is not noticeable, that's missing. But it doesn't really make a difference as long as we have 15 each. But Devin Booker is a certified cheater, officially. And there goes Bradley Cooper. So the celebrities only have Elon and Vin Diesel left. That's all they got. This has definitely been an interesting matchup for both teams. And I can't wait to see who goes to the Final Four. And Trae Young is going after Vin. Down to 5. Who is going to pull it off? Celebrities. It doesn't. I still don't think it looks good for the celebrities. And Vin Diesel's in trouble. Trae Young going out. Well, no, not Trae Young. Yeah, it's Devin Booker. I forgot. He's in here twice. And Elon going after Trae Young, and look at this, a good move for the celebrities there. So it is a 2v2. So that's what I like to see. Gave Elon Musk the Rock moves. And I know some people have complained that, you know, these move sets are just so generic, and but why don't you complain to the people that make these? Okay, or 2K, one of the two, because sometimes you can make a move set and 2K doesn't recognize it or something. I don't know. It's not. I'm just trying to get stuff done. I can't sit here and play with move sets all day and then re-download them and then delete them and re-download them. And Elon's been eliminated. And there goes Devin Booker. Nice try. You're not going to be number 31, though. And we're down to 2, so it's a 1v1, and this is what I like to see. It's Vin Diesel versus Zion. Only one can win for their team. And by the way, Devin Booker's going to be fined for this Rumble. And look at Zion. I've never watched him play either. And Zion, Vin Diesel's in trouble. And there he goes. So he wasn't fast and furious in that Rumble. Terrible. That was terrible. That was terrible. You know, he came in at number 29. That's probably how many Fast and Furiouses they are going to make. Number 29. He's 28 or 29. And Zion, you're not going to WrestleMania. You were number 30. Number 30. You think I'm going to ever give number 30 an entry? You're crazy if you think so. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. NBA wins again. They are going to the Final Four, and I think they got a good chance of winning. The only teams I can see that could give them a hard time is the DC or Marvel teams, which have super heavyweights, especially some of the villain teams that are coming up in this tournament. But Zion wins. It was a pretty good one. I was surprised to see Devin Booker in there twice. I still don't know how that happened. I have a guess maybe. Unless there's 2 of them, which I didn't think there was, but maybe I put him in twice and didn't put somebody else in. But you still got LeBron, you still got Jordan, so I can't think of who I'm missing, and I said I didn't get Kobe. So, who knows? As long as it's fair, it'll work, and Zion wins. He's not going to WrestleMania, though. There's no way. And I will see you all later.